Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Origin Protocol. OGN is the ticker for the token. And this is a great project. Not getting into the fundamentals in this video. Just going to take a look at the charts, tell you what I see, guys. But I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So with that being said, I also want to mention the Telegram chat that I have going on, guys. It is a great place to be. Lots of people helping each other, sharing great projects, so you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure to go and check out the description. There is a link to the Telegram chat. Do join in. So let's get into the charts on the weekly. As you can see, OGN has almost bounced off the 20 EMA. Ideally, I would still love for it to come down a bit lower, and I think it might actually do that. That would be a $13.91 price. So that's a healthy move. That's something that a lot of cryptos or altcoins are doing at the moment. They're just retracing, cooling off a bit, bouncing off the 20 MA on the weekly, and then starting their movement to the upside once again. Now let's jump into the daily. So on the daily, as you can see, we are approaching that bearish cross. Unfortunately, we can see over here the 20 EMA is going to cross the 55 EMA unless we get an EMA repel or an EMA retest. Basically, what happens is the 20 EMA bounces off the 55 EMA, and that just skyrockets the price to new highs. So that's something that you can look for. But looking on the MACD and the RSI, as you can see, we have made that bearish cross on the MACD, and that was April 12th, as you can see, and we have been in this downtrend for quite a while. So we are looking for that break to the upside. So potentially, ideally, what I want to see is us bouncing off this 20 EMA on the weekly, as you can see, this yellow line, this yellow support line, and then going up. And that would perhaps have the EMAs come as close as possible to each other, and then they will repel off of each other. So look for that, guys. That is something that I'm seeing at the moment. Also, what I do see is us having these couple of support zones over here. As you can see, 97 cents is the previous swing high, so you can always land on swing highs. That is something that happens all the time. So as you can see right over here, this is our swing high. Then we came back down, another swing high, and pretty much these two are our great support levels. Also, $26.89 is where we wicked, and that was on May 10th. So look for that price to get in if Bitcoin did correct a bit more. But as you can see, now we are hovering and hugging this $40 support line. And we want to keep it as support because if we do break down, then do expect us to come back to $26. And if we fail to hold that, well, then we're coming back to the weekly 20 EMA retest, which is $13, which I want to say again that it is healthy, it is great, but we are approaching oversold here on OGN on the daily chart, so perhaps want to get in more volume. But like I said, this is a great project. Do your own research into it. It is creating decentralized marketplaces for different markets, basically. So it is an incredible project, and I am not invested in it just yet, guys. I am looking at this project, and I have been eyeballing it for quite a while. So I might put in a couple $100 into this project. So on the 4 hourly, as you can see, we made that bearish cross on April 14th, and we have been in this downtrend ever since, making lower lows and lower highs. And then we have this double top sort of pattern where we couldn't break through once. I apologize about that. So we wanted to break through this level once over here and twice over here. We failed to do that. We couldn't hold the neckline, which would have been over here. We broke down the neckline below it, and then we just kept on correcting down, which is something that's healthy because if you look at the daily chart, the EMA was pretty much vertical. and what happens is you fail to hold it as support, and then you break down to the 55, you fail to hold that as support, then you come back down, and that initiates the bearish crosses. So we don't want to see that. We want our projects to grow organically. That is what happened with Orion Protocol on March 31st. So we wanted to break through and make that bullish cross on the 4 hourly, but we couldn't. We were stagnant, solid over here, as you can see, very boring, very flat. And now we're breaking down even more, and we're getting suppressed down by the 20 EMA. So we want to roll over a bit more, perhaps, like I said, test this $0.13, then come back up and retest the 20 EMA as support, and then start climbing up and pulling those EMAs for those bullish crosses. Because as well, we have made the death cross where the 55 EMA, which is the red line, crosses below the 200 line. So for now, I would wait to get into OGN at these retest levels, perhaps $26.89 or $13.58. And keep in mind, if I give you these prices, it is always better to have the buy-in orders a bit above the actual price of, for example, if I say $26.89, then perhaps have it at $27.05, just to be safe, because those round numbers are hard to get through sometimes on the way up and on the way down. So it is always better to have not to have a clean number as a buy-in or sell order. Keep that in mind. But none of this is financial advice by any means. As you can see, on the RSI, we did top out over here, and now we're correcting down. So we are perhaps going to have that one last impulsive wave before we correct down. As you can see, we can start coming back up, and what can happen is we can get rejected off of this level, come back to the 20 EMA retest on the weekly, and then we're going to start moving up and retesting these levels as support. And that's how I see this happening in the most healthy way, at least. So keep that in mind, guys. This is pretty much it for OGN. Great project. I was requested to take a look at it by one of the viewers in my last video. So there we go. There you go. That's OGN for you guys. A bit of TA for OGN. Thank you for watching. I also want to mention the wallet IDs I have in the description. If you would like to donate, then feel free to do so. Don't feel like you have to, guys, but if you did, that would be very much appreciated. So thank you for watching. Do join in the Telegram chat. Let me know if you want me to take a look at any other projects. I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.